The collapse of crypto exchange FTX lost billions of dollars in just a matter of days.
I think you should go to jail, and there should be some way to have users recover their funds.
Is crypto dying? I mean, you see what's happened to Bitcoin. You see the rough ride people are having. You see FTX go away and all this money out. This cannot be painting a very rosy picture for crypto going forward.
You know, there's still a clear use case for decentralization in crypto. The stuff that has fallen is stuff that are centralized actors, effectively, that have had a lot of corruption.
BitMEX used to be the biggest crypto exchange in the world. At its peak, it handled more than $1 trillion in trading volume in a single year. And now they just announced they're shutting down for good following a strategic review of the business and the broader crypto industry. And they're telling customers to get their crypto out while they still can. But it gets even worse. At the same time, a class action lawsuit has also been filed against BitMEX. The people suing the exchange claim that BitMEX forced their crypto positions to close when they shouldn't have, and this cost them roughly $41 million. But the shutdown isn't just another random story about an exchange dying. It's a clear warning sign for every single crypto user, because no matter how big or trusted or important an exchange seems, it should not be trusted to hold their crypto. This isn't the first time users have been screwed over by an exchange, and I guarantee you it won't be the last time. When FTX collapsed, roughly $8 billion in customer funds were missing after the exchange misused their deposits. Or when Celsius filed for bankruptcy, users lost access to more than $4 billion in frozen crypto funds. And when Mt. Gox went under, 750,000 customers' Bitcoin disappeared, worth hundreds of millions of dollars at the time and tens of billions today. So at what point are people going to finally realize that exchanges cannot be trusted to hold their crypto? It doesn't matter how big they are or how important they seem. I mean, BitMEX literally created one of the most widely used financial products in the entire crypto industry. It's called the 100x leverage perpetual swap, and it lets users place massive trades using way more money than they actually have. That can multiply their profits, but it can also wipe them out extremely fast. And now they're actually using this tool to rig the system and profit from their own customers' liquidations. Think about that. But here's the thing, if you asked anyone 8 years ago when BitMEX was at its peak doing $1 trillion in trading volume every year, if it would ever shut down or screw over its users, most people would have said no, there's no chance. But I'm going to be honest with you, crypto is a cesspool. And the biggest problem with exchanges is that they have successfully recreated the exact financial system that crypto like Bitcoin was supposed to free us from. Crypto was supposed to remove the middlemen. It was supposed to put us in control of our money and put our money back into our hands. But what did we do instead? We built a new system around centralized exchanges. And at first, exchanges were mainly just for connecting people who wanted to buy Bitcoin with people who wanted to sell Bitcoin. That was their main purpose. But it didn't take long before they started acting more like banks.
Coinbase, it's not just a trading platform. We're building it to power your entire financial life. Today, we announced direct deposit, instant unstaking, Ethereum-backed loans, updates to our borrow product, and a redesigned peer-to-peer payment experience.
But now exchanges hold people's crypto, they manage customer accounts, they offer loans, staking, trading, payment services, and just about everything else, kind of like a bank. And that's what pisses me off. Don't get me wrong, I understand why people use exchanges. Without them, a lot less people would be in crypto, and they make buying and selling crypto much easier. But there is a huge difference between using an exchange as a tool and trusting it like a bank account. Because do you know how much customer money has been lost through exchanges, through hacks, fraud, bankruptcies, misused funds, and straight up scams? Over $60 billion. That's our money disappearing because we trusted companies to hold an asset that was specifically created so we wouldn't have to trust companies. Make it make sense. They're not supposed to hold your crypto. Even the largest exchanges in the world today, like Kraken, admit this. Exchanges are not crypto wallets. They are tools we should use sparingly and as needed. Yet most people treat them like a freaking bank account. And you know what? That's fine. If that's what you want to do, be my guest. But it'll get worse before it gets better. And even aside from all the shutdowns and bankruptcies, there are daily account freezes that leave users unable to access what's supposed to be their money. And every single crypto exchange is guilty of this. But wait, crypto is decentralized. Nobody controls it but me. That's only true if you don't give up control of your crypto by deciding to leave it on an exchange. Because in crypto, the person who holds the key ultimately owns and controls the crypto. That's how it works at a technical level. And when your crypto is on an exchange, they hold the keys, not you. This is the sole reason why users are the ones who get screwed the hardest. Because as users, you're at the hands of the exchange. And I guess I really don't know what the perfect solution is or if there is one, but I do know that the solution isn't centralized exchanges. I also know that more people get screwed over on exchanges than they do by their own banks. I mean, I've had my crypto frozen 3 times over the past 6 years by different exchanges. My best friend's account on Coinbase was locked for over a year, and we've even had one subscriber on our channel who had $25,000 sitting in an account, and the exchange closed his account. So again, there's no perfect solution because there's pros and cons to everything, of course, but I wanted to make this video as a warning to all crypto holders. It's going to get worse before it gets better, especially now with the regulations taking effect. It also affects how and if exchanges can even operate. I mean, the biggest exchange in the world right now, Binance, has literally paused services to many customers in parts of Europe because they don't have the proper license to operate. Ultimately, crypto as a technology and as an asset class is still in its infancy, so expect to see a lot more growing pains.
Overall, I think you're going to have most things crash this ecosystem. Long term, I think you will have some of this stuff emerge as useful for the world, but that's not what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a high growth speculative tech stuff all come down.
So while the rest of the world and their governments try to figure all this out, I've made the decision to take full control of my own crypto because I'm not going to leave it sitting on some centralized platform that can block me from accessing my money. To me, that defeats the entire point of owning crypto, and maybe I'm the only one who feels this strongly about it. Maybe most people don't actually care about owning or controlling their money, but I do. And the best way I know how to take control, and the same way that I've been managing my crypto for the past 6 years, is through self-custody. And I guess that's the main thing I hope you take away from this video, is that if you're in crypto because 1, you probably want to make money, 2, you're holding it long term so that maybe you could pass it on to your kids or grandchildren, and 3, you want to be in control of your money, the only way you can actually do that in crypto on a technical level is to self-custody it. And by self-custody, I mean you have to own the key to your crypto. Not Coinbase, not Binance, not Kraken, not BitMEX, you. And if you don't know how to do that, it's about time to learn, because at this point, there's not a single crypto exchange in the world that I feel confident saying I trust them to hold my crypto. And I don't think there ever will be. Also, to be extremely clear, I'm not saying we should stop using crypto exchanges altogether. They still serve a purpose. I use exchanges to buy and sell crypto, but that's it. When it comes to actually holding and managing my crypto, I put that responsibility on myself because I don't trust these companies to do it for me. And the way that I do that is using a self-custodial cold wallet. So if you want to see exactly how I've been managing my crypto without relying on exchanges for the past 6 years, watch this video next. I'll meet you over there. Stay safe. God bless.